Joining me on location, and we're here at ASIN 2012 with Travis Willingham.
You are indeed.
All right. So, how did you get into the entertainment industry?
Human sacrifice, and no, wait, that's not my PR answer. Entertainment industry, I guess, was right out of high school. I started acting in college and had a theatrical agent in Dallas, Texas. Did some auditions for like commercial, promotional, industrial things, and found Funimation was very close to where I went to school in Fort Worth, which was TCU. And I think a show called Yu Yu Hakusho was the first anime that I was ever a part of, and then I think Full Metal Alchemist was the second, and that was kind of what springboarded me into the, I guess, anime community and led to other projects later down the line.
All right.
Yeah.
What's it like to work with the talented folks at Shelf Life?
The talented folks at Shelf Life. They're all mad, evil geniuses. Yuri Lowenthal, who was our master and commander, along with his wife, Tara Platt, are both wickedly evil, and we all share the same deranged stories of torturing our action figures and/or, what is it called when it's not an action figure, but it's like the 9-inch or the 12-inch figure? I guess they're figurines. Statuettes.
There's vinyls.
Vinyls. See, yeah, I don't think I ever really abused those, but I definitely melted a Ninja Turtle or two in my time. I don't recommend doing that, kids. Yes, but no, they're phenomenal. It's really great. We kind of just have episodes that deal with adult themes, things that you wouldn't see on a Toy Story type show. Dressing up in those outfits is hellacious, but just doing the material alone and trying not to laugh is probably the biggest challenge. And being that it seems like the content material just keeps on coming, and we keep getting amazing actors that come in and work on it, and people that want to guest write episodes for it. It seems like it's going to be something that goes on for a while until we go insane or run out of time, whichever comes first. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now you work in both Texas and California.
Right.
What's it like bouncing between those two locations?
In the beginning, it was almost like a 60-40, 60% California, 40% Texas, just because we were finishing up Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and a couple other properties. Now that FMA Brotherhood is done, we're not there as often. In fact, it's almost like 80-20. We'll only pop back in if they need us for pickups or certain individual projects, and we can really focus on spending our time more in California, which is good because there are a lot more interactive titles. There's original animation properties, straight to DVD properties, and that's something that ultimately we really want to try and stake our claim in. So we're in California more now, which kind of sucks because both Laura and our families are in Dallas, so it's always nice when we could go back there for work and see them. But California's beautiful, so that's not bad either.
All right. You've worked on several television shows. Does working on voice acting influence or assist your television acting and vice versa?
I think a little bit. I think voice acting focuses you to really hone in on what your voice sounds like and how you can use your voice to convey things. Obviously in television you can use your facial expression to give maybe a different look than what your lines are conveying. It allows you to give layers in a performance. In voiceover it's just your voice, so you kind of have to figure out the specifics of that. But it's interesting how, having done voiceover, it's made my voice over the years, I think, more textured, so I can do more things with it. And so when I'm doing auditions for on-camera things, the one of the first notes I often get is like, wow, you've got a crazy voice. And I'm like, really? Because it just sounds like my voice to me. They're like, no, you've got that evil genius voice, or whatever the comment is. But I'm such a spring flower. I'm not an evil genius. I should just audition like this. My name's Travis Willingham, and I'm here to read for the part of Ally McBeal, Part 2. No, that probably wouldn't work.
Gentle Southern
That's
male.
right, yeah. Such a Georgia Page. But yeah, it's good.
All right. Now you've worked on some films, some pretty major ones. What's it like working on these major motion pictures?
They're cool. Anything from student films to small independent films to low budget SAG films to $30-40 million films. They're all kind of the same. They all, well, they're not all kind of the same. When you have the really large $40 million films, it's crazy pulling into set and seeing 20 tractor trailers and 20 different star wagons and all sorts of generators, and there's a big to-do and 70 to 80 people behind the camera making a shot happen, and then you've got the stars and the people that are handling the stars and the people that are handling the people of the stars. So it's cool. It varies from set to set. I was in The Guardian, which was a Coast Guard film, and so we were filming in Louisiana in the dead of winter almost, and we had to be wet, and we were running, and everybody caught the flu twice. I did a movie called Secondhand Lions with Robert Duvall and Michael Caine, and just being around those two was kind of like a mouth shut, eyes open, ears open experience, because you just want to watch and learn, as much as you can. But when you have a chance to be on a set like that with people that are that good and that acclaimed, you feel like it's nothing but a chance to learn. So it's very cool. Right? Cool.
All right. In your bio, it states you worked on the game Catherine.
Yeah.
What was it like working on that title?
Awesome. My wife, Laura Bailey, plays, wow, I said Laura Bailey. She's never going to let me forget that. Laura Bailey. It should be Laura Willingham, but she's keeping her last name, which I'm fine with. No, Laura is phenomenal as Catherine with a C, the hot one. Sorry, Michelle. And it was a great game. I played Johnny, who's this very emo friend of the lead, Troy Baker's character, and he loves his sake and gives advice through his haze of cigarette smoke. It was a lot of fun because the guys that were actually the core guys that were at the table were basically a really good group of our friends in California, which was Yuri and Liam and Troy and myself. And so that was great. Having Laura be Catherine was awesome. Having her hit on one of my best friends, not so cool. But other than that, it was great, yeah. Yeah, I do takes at the camera. It's like The Office.
All right. In your time as a voice actor, what has been your favorite role, and why was it your favorite?
As a voice actor, I was a huge comic book fan growing up. So getting to play the Hulk and the Human Torch in Superhero Squad was a dream come true. Getting to play Thor in some of these upcoming titles is even more amazing. And I just hope that I have a chance to look at some of those more. When anime was really what I was doing the most, Roy Mustang is just kind of one of those characters I'll probably never surpass because he's so well-rounded. He's calm and dangerous and mysterious and sad, and he has all these different motivational aspects and so many different things that he's trying to handle at one time. So as a character, he was extremely rich, and as an actor, that's always the most fun thing to play.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's a kid on a leash over here. It's awesome. You have a little tiny one too? Oh, we got kids with a Packers blanket. Sorry, Chicago.
Oh, yeah. All right. Is there any way fans can keep up with you online?
Yes, they can follow me at Twitter, or not at Twitter, but on Twitter at Willingblam. Why is it Willingblam? Because Travis Willingham was too long to have as a Twitter handle, and Willingham is too boring. And over drinks one night, Sam Riegel suggested it be Willingblam, and I went, okay. So it's Willingblam. I think I now have an official Facebook page that I check every 12,000 days. I'm not that good at it. And other than that, I do have a website that's just traviswillingham.com. There's a place where they can send me email, and I usually get that faster because that'll get sent right to my phone or my email address or something like that. Yeah.
Sounds great. Is there any other upcoming projects that you want to relate to your fans out there? Any final messages that you shoot out to the viewers?
That's not covered by King James Bible of NDAs. Well, there is, I can't talk about that one, and there's, no, that one's covered up too. God, there's so many, do you know how awesome it is? God, no, I don't have any. There are 9 projects that I just want to throw this water bottle at you and say, don't you know? But I can't. I like not being sued. So, no, but in the next year and a half, amazing stuff is going to happen. Video game-wise, original animation-wise, and straight to DVD-wise. So stay on the lookout.
All right, well, let's keep an eye out for Travis Willingham's work. Travis Willingham, excuse me. Pardon me.
I murdered Laura's last name, so you murdered mine.
Yeah.
In penance.
All right. Well,
Cool.
Travis Willingham, everyone, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.